This video is on how to organize your home. That way you're buying the right product and know how to organize each room and drawer properly. Think of your home as a model home. They don't have boxes and bins out everywhere. It's just very nicely decorated and clean. Don't leave things out in the open, lined up on the counters, stashing items in corners. Organizing is mostly done behind closed doors. Give organizing your full attention. Turn off your computer, your phone, and TV. That way you're fully focused. When buying organizational items, shop around first for the best deal. If I find an item that I like, I go online and I search for that item and I look up at different stores and how much they are at different stores. And just buy right the first time. Don't buy crappy organization or really cheap organization. You could still get storage items at a good deal, but don't buy something that's cheap, if you know what I mean. If it's worth keeping, it's worth taking care of. So be creative until you can afford it. Just because it's there now doesn't mean you have to keep it there. Put items where they are used. You wouldn't want to keep a vase in your upstairs closet. That's not where it's going to be used. So keep it in your kitchen or wherever the item is most likely to be used. When stacking items side by side, stack it from longest to shortest. Eliminate any excess boxes or packing material. Use online to store important papers or documents, phone numbers, but save them onto a disk or hard drive for backup. Borrow items that you only use once a year or on occasion. You can borrow big ticket items at bagborrowsteal.com, borrowedbling.com, rentthorunway.com, onenightaffair.com. Also Lowe's and Home Depot, you can also borrow certain items. To see how much something is worth, you can go to the collectibles price guide. Just go to www.satruck.org/valuableguide.aspx. Keep in mind that it might take a while to sell something, so if you have a lot to sell, choose only the big ticket items that are like $20 or up. Everything else list on a paper and add it to your receipt they give you when you donate it, and then you can just write it off on your next tax return. Organize important papers in a binder. If you put something down and you plan to come back to it later, that's how clutter is created, because we leave things out thinking we will get to them soon. Before you go do something else, clean up what you are doing now first, and then when you're ready to come back to it, you can just take it out. It's really simple. Couple seconds to put it back, couple seconds to take it out, rather than leaving the clutter out. So if you have a newspaper that's out and you plan to read it later, put it away, and then when you're ready to read it, you could take it out again. If you're waiting for the perfect time or to do something perfectly, it'll never happen. How does something become perfect? By practice. So you will never get today's mail done. Tomorrow's mail is already on the way. Don't wait for the ideal time to begin something. There's only today, so do what you can today with what you have while you are here. You may not be here tomorrow, so if something were to happen to you, do you want other people to go through your stuff? You really don't want them to see your messy lifestyle that they now have to clean up. So keep that in mind. Don't take home items just because they are on sale or free. Do you really need or use it? Do you already have it? The cheaper something is, the more likely you are to not taking good care of it. If it's easy to get, it's easy to dispose of. Buy stuff that you will want to take good care of. Buy one and done is my philosophy. So buy right the first time and you won't have to buy it again. Buy it cheap the first time, you'll have to buy another in the future, equaling the same amount that you would have paid if you got it right the first time. Live within your budget. If it's worth having, it's worth working for. Have a list of what you need to buy at a store so you don't buy anything you don't need. Don't impulse buy. Walk quickly through the aisles. If you see something that you like that was not on your list, take a picture of it to remind you, and you can go home and think about it. Give it at least 3 days to a week, and if you still want it and you have the money for it, then go ahead. Create a life organizer. You can find this on my blog at www.pendletonmoms.blogspot.com and click on Organize Your Life. If you have two of an item, place the open item in the front, or the oldest item in the front, and the other one in the back. If you're stacking them on top of each other, the oldest is on the top, the newer is on the bottom. The key to having a well-kept, organized home is by having just what you absolutely need. Don't try to make room for something you only use once a year or once in a lifetime. Eliminate the clutter, get rid of what you don't need, haven't used in the last 3 to 6 months, anything broken, outdated, clothes you don't fit into, things you say you'll end up using but never end up using. Take in mind when you eliminate, just say, can I live without this? Buy things that serve a multi-purpose. You'll save space by getting multifunctional tools or furniture that can open up and store things. Closed furniture, make sure that it's closed and not open, because you don't want to see the clutter. So buy multifunctional tools, items, products, or furniture that'll save up space, something that can do multiple items that you don't have to store when you can have just the one item that does everything. Your closet should have all white plastic hangers, no wire hangers. So make sure that they all match. It does make a huge difference. So buy the white hangers and see how it looks. When you take a shirt off a hanger, have a designated spot just for the empty hangers. That way you're not keeping them with all the other clothes. So either on the side of one side of your closet, or just an area just where you keep the empty hangers. A kitchen is meant to store kitchen items. Your closet's meant for like clothes and jewelry or shoes, family room, DVDs, things like that. So don't store, I wouldn't put kitchen items in my closet or in my laundry room. Make sure that you know what that room is for and only store those items in that room. There should be a place for everything in your home. Think of it as a model home. They don't have things stuck in corners or lying around, so make sure that your items are stored away where others can't see them, because no one else wants to see your junk. Don't buy anything unless it can be stored away nicely. Don't impulse buy. Do your research. Keep things that you use on a regular basis. Constantly go through your stuff and eliminate. Just think, will I die if I get rid of this? Is my life going to end? Do I really need this? Is it something I can replace? Get stuff that matches and fits into each other instead of having a million different types of Tupperware or different mixing bowls. Get ones that stack inside of each other. The big ones on the bottom, smaller ones on top.